Hello, my name is Rachel Janine Ventapiarchi Fraga, or Rachel Janine McCall, according to my Facebook. Keys have gone missing again. I spent the day at Nick Sherman's house because it is in the restraining order that I am allowed to do that. I can visit with him visit with Woodrow while he is not there. They were in my pocket, my mail keys. The ones that I got at the post office just on the 19th because they were stolen with my car keys. I had to spend money to get that lock changed. I kept them separate from my car keys. And there were two of them, so of course if they were to fall out of my pocket during any commute, I would have heard them. Unless they were muffled by leaves, but it's the wrong time of year for that. They were in my pocket after 7 p.m. last night. I didn't leave the house with this coat on unless it was to go out onto the porch, but like I said, I would have heard it. Nick is keeping me from Woodrow because according to the parenting plan, I get Woodrow for the weekend and I have freedom this weekend. Today is Sunday, and I'm doing my broadcast ahead of time because my battery is running low, because that's another power play. I'm currently living in a car, and my electrical lighter outlet does not work in it. And I call mental health. Woodrow already messed with a set of my keys yesterday. And when Nick came home for dinner, Woodrow wanted to stay with him for dinner, so I'm certain he told him about it. But now my mail keys are missing, and I'm not allowed to see Woodrow today or go over to the house to find my keys. My emails keep getting stolen, so that's a digital mailbox that's messed with. My text messages, I can't get into my voicemail because while I was incarcerated, the prompt for my voicemail went missing from my phone while it was in custody. And like I said, the kiosk was down when I tried to do commissary for some of the ladies that helped get me through some of my worst times. And now I can't even get into my mail, my physical mail. Communications have been cut. I'm pretty certain when I get back into safe housing again, they're going to take my phone and keep it away from me, so I can't communicate. I hope not, because I'm working with Center for Human Development, and they did allow me last week a few hours a day to have my phone. So that was a very big benefit and big help. I was able to communicate. So I'm hoping that we still follow that. But yeah, unplugging from the situation when keys, this is just getting out of control. In 2018, I was playing in my front yard with my son. We were playing catch, and I had my purse behind me. I had phone, $200 worth of cash, and my keys. I had my apartment. I had my family's house key, some old keys to friends' houses that from watching their pets and stuff. They didn't pay attention to the money or the technology. Instead, they took the keys. I reported it to the police, but there was no follow-up. They told me to put a game cam in. But if somebody can get into my house and my apartment, what's the point of a game cam? All they can do is find it and take the SD card. I have been arrested for going to a doctor's appointment on a weekend for my child because Nick had to be there. He's the legal guardian, even though I'm a guardian as well. I got arrested for pressing my rights as a parent. I got arrested because somebody stole my car keys and I was homeless and I had nowhere to go. I was arrested because Nick bailed me out of jail and I was at the house with my child until he was at school when they arrested me. And now I can't see my child or find my keys because Nick is restricting that. I'm afraid of getting arrested. Because if I go to the house without Woodrow there, he's saying I'm violating the restraining order because the only way I can go to that house is if I'm there visiting Woodrow. That is in the documentation. This is the environment that I have been placed in, not by my choice, by the choice of our local judiciary system. My son, I don't know, I don't get to see him at night, so I don't know if he's still wearing jeans to bed. Because, yeah, he's been wearing jeans to bed, your zip-up, button-up ones. Because, like I said before, on the 19th, my son woke up without pants in Nick's bed. I've got a lot of skin in the game. I've had to spend a lot of money to replace things. I've had to go through a lot of hoops and make a lot of phone calls. Least you could do is spell my name correctly. Remember who I am. Remember what happened. I'm living in my car again for the weekend, but now I don't even get to see my kid. All because of a power play. My phone is going to die soon. I can't charge my phone. I can't go look for my keys. I can't see my child. Because choices that people have made for me. And if I get upset or even try to go over there like a normal person or even call the police, I run the risk of being arrested. Being a woman in a small town, being a woman who does not have any genetic ties, I guess you could say, to any of the locals, because I never did. And I'm from the way things are going, it's not something I'm very interested in at all, but yet I'm just looking at these women that I was incarcerated with and hearing the same common thread. Mine's not exactly like theirs, but there are some common threads there. I look around the cells and I see black mold, a lynching apparatus. I hear jingling of keys constantly, banging on walls, catcalling from male inmates. Bullet holes in the walls, solitary confinement. If you make phone calls at 5:30 in the morning trying to get things done and taken care of to try to attain some form of freedom, even if it is just to hear another person's voice outside of that cell or outside those guards. It's quite the ordeal. Anyway, pickle your money either in vinegar or in alcohol. I didn't have any vinegar, so I had to use alcohol. Keep each other safe, sanitize often, wear masks if you can, if you're a crowded place. Sometimes you still have to look to the small good deeds that you did, even just buying pizza and pickling those presidents. I hope your guys' day is going better than mine.